Hey, it's Biddy Penny. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am catching up on Junk Journal July. I really love Meg's journals and that she hosts this challenge in January and July each year. I don't participate every time, but I always have fun when I do. So I am working in this little art journal that I made for myself. It has watercolor paper in it, and that is all. So maybe you wouldn't necessarily consider this a junk journal, but an art journal, and I'm just kind of combining the two. So just there, you saw me putting Mod Podge down on my page, and I'm working with scraps. So a lot of this journal will be dealing with scraps just off my table. And so I had these two pieces of Tim Holtz tissue that I wanted to use up. And this prompt is for day 4, and it was tags and tickets. So I'm just creating a very collaged background here. And then I will put some tags and tickets on it. So, it's always interesting that as I go along in this art journey of art journaling, we can symbolically use our art to represent what's going on in our mind. We don't actually have to write down all of our feelings. Sometimes, we can just express our feelings with the imagery that we're choosing, the layout that we're choosing, the things that we are choosing. So this one is about me wanting to tackle some of my debt and to become debt free again. It's something that is a reoccurring theme with me. I'm just terrible with spending and credit cards, I'll just tell you. So when I saw tags and tickets, I was like, okay, yeah, I think that, I think I got this here. I think I can use this prompt and kind of capture where my head is at the same time. So I have these tickets here. This is from a kit that I had printed and cut up a whole bunch of the it was just filled with tags and tickets, honestly. And so I have it in an envelope, and I just keep it on my desk, and I use a little here and a little there. But um, I thought that I would use it in here because I knew it had some like price tags and number tags and things like that. So this 2 for 15 cents. I can't name anything that we can get 2 for 15 cents anymore. I don't know about you guys. That seems so far away. But yeah, yeah. Um, I had to throw that on there. I'm going to make a tag with that map. The map I wanted to use, again, it was a scrap. I have a box of scraps, and that's what I'm pulling from here as well. So that's where the tissue came from. That's where the brown paper came from. It came from a journal that I'm working on currently, the Asteroid City journal. And then this map piece, this tiny piece, was in there. And I'm kind of mapping out like how I'm going to pay off my debt. I'm going to be destashing. I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of my craft supplies that I don't plan on using going forward. So keep an eye out for that. And I may try to do more things to make money through what has been my hobby. I may start a Patreon page and try to monetize myself here a little bit more. It's a place where I spend a lot of time, and it makes sense that I might try to monetize that a little bit. So, yeah, I'm about to start a journey. I'm kind of mapping it out and seeing what I can do. I needed to pay off some debt before, and I got a second job, and that was really hard on me. I want to try to do it through my crafting if I can. So, I'm going to choose to be grateful first. Like, that's my foundation is gratitude. And so yeah, this page is, just very meaningful, um, and poignant, and I don't have to write about it. I don't have to journal on 5 pages about it. I just wanted to make this page and dedicate this page to that. And so that's how I'm doing it. And I love that I'm using my scraps. I'm being resourceful, which is what I will need to be doing if I'm trying to pay off my debt, is to be very resourceful. I had a boo-boo there, so I just stamped over it. And that page is complete. At the end of this video, you guys, I will take you through all the pages. So now this page was supposed to have a flip out. I happen to have a bunch of kids' book pages currently right next to my desk, so I decided to turn one of those into a flip out page, and I love this spread and how it all came together. So these two were going to a barn to check out an animal. And yeah, this is going to be a farm spread here. And I am going to be doing, from this point on, 2 days on one spread. So this is day 5, the flip out, and day 6 is layers and layers is going to be on the other side. So I bring in my Iron Orchid Designs stamps, and I'm going to stamp out the pig. I just loved the pig, and the imagery on the first page had a lot of pink and red and yellow, and so I thought pig. I didn't even really read the pages of the story until later. I have this piece of background paper. This is from my friend Donna at Twisted Paper Studios. I really need to work with her kits. I love her, adore her, and her kits. So that'll be coming up on my channel. I have so many digital kits that I have to work on. I really need to slow my roll, and I've been organizing them on my desktop and getting them all in folders and getting them on my backup drive, and that's been good. So I'm working on it, but wow, I have a lot to work with. Digitals are just so inexpensive and amazing. I just can't craft without them anymore, it seems like. So here is my background. I just love it. And this I did leave pretty blank there at the top, so that if I do want to come back and journal on this page, I most certainly can. But I also don't have to. So when I do flip this out, the page talks about a pony. And even though I'm doing 2 different days and one spread, I still want to make my spreads somewhat connected. I don't have to, and you'll see that I don't feel forced to do that in the way that I keep creating. But it is fun. It is fun. So, the prompts are just there to inspire us to try new ideas. And I like that they're so open. They're very open. And so you can interpret them in any way you want, like a flip out. It could be any theme that you want. The flip out can go any way you want it to go, from the top to the bottom to the side. I mean, the choice is up to you. And I just love that about this challenge. Plus, it gets me journaling. It gets me in my journals, using my journals. So I love that. I had just made this journal on my channel a short while ago when I was using old food boxes. So that pony stamp down there is from, let's say it together, Iron Orchid Designs. It's from a different stamp set than the farm animals. And I just thought it was perfect for this spread. And then I have this upholstery fabric. I have been getting my upholstery fabric from our Creative Reuse Center here in Austin. It's amazing. And so that's where I picked mine up. And then here I've got some scrap fabric that I've been working with quite a bit. I've almost got it used up. I'm going to use some Fabri-Tac. and put this down. I always thought that Fabri-Tac and like Fabri-Fix were probably the same kind of thing, but they're really quite different glues. They have like a different consistency. I definitely like Fabri-Tac better. It it's not as sticky on my hands. I really, really like it better. I really wanted to stamp on some muslin fabric, but I couldn't find it. I think I put it away in my fabric box. And so I end up just stamping on cardstock, a scrap piece of cardstock. And I have this circular stamp set that is from, oh gosh, now that I can't think of their name. Blue Fern Studios. There we go. And I'm just going to stamp that out. I love Blue Fern Studios so much, you guys. And I love their stamp sets. Just love them. So I stamp that out, and then I want to bring in this enamel brad. I have been using it more. These are the ones I had gotten years ago for $1.99. I'm going to try to use them. It had a pig, so I was like, that's perfect. Where was that brad set at? On my desk. If I just leave everything out, it's really easy to find, and I'm even more creative. If I put everything away, I can't find anything, and I don't think of all the connections, but because these brads are on my desk, I'm like, oh yeah, there's a pig, Brad, perfect. Okay, last 2 pages, and I'll be all caught up. So this is day 7 here, and its prompt was framed. I went in and grabbed my watercolors, which you guys all know that I adore. Now, I want to tell you that this page was dry before I stamped on it. You would want to make sure that that's what you do. Dry your page or let it dry. And then I'm going to stamp this dandelion that's kind of blowing in the wind. Just love that image. And then I'm going to use my kit from Dreams Etc. This came in the April box, and I'm gonna frame this little girl in this acetate piece, which is just so cool. Love that. And she's gonna be strong, she's gonna be brave, and she's got this. So that's me on this gotta pay off my debt journey. So yes, that's me. I'm a free spirit in every aspect of my life, you guys. Just in the craft room, in my finances, in my planning, in every possible way. I'm a total free spirit. It's a challenge. It's a challenge. Okay, so there we are. Love that. So easy, so fast. This page is very scrappy, and in this page, I'm kind of revisiting the layers upon layers upon layers. So this piece of fabric tape was just hanging out for like the last week. And I had it off the edge of my desk, and I looked down at it, I was like, ugh, I got to do something with you. So I didn't necessarily have a plan for it. I was just trying to use it. And when I created this little book and all the pages are white, they're all watercolor paper, I was like, this will be a great place for me to use my scraps and fill in a blank page. And I thought it would also be good for junk journalers to see someone breaking a white page over and over again and still enjoying like the junk journal aesthetic. So I hope that that's how you guys feel when you see me working in this journal. All right, the prompt for day 8 is brown paper, which you guys know. I'm all about my brown paper. So I have these little scraps of my big roll that I use all the time. And I'm just going to glue those down on top of this fabric washi tape. and hope that this glue holds. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not like loving it, but I bought a big box of it, so I'm going to use it. ah, and hope that it holds. I could have put white glue on top of it too. If I was selling it, if I was making a product to sell, I would definitely do that, but I'm just making this little art journal for myself, so I'm not going to sweat it. Going into my scraps, grabbing some scraps. I really didn't have a plan. This page is a mess in a way because I didn't have a plan and I was just kind of going through that scrap box and oh, there's some brown paper. I like these cactus. I guess I'll use those. I mean, there was no plan. With the cactus, I was like, okay, I do like that the cactus also kind of matches the color on the other page, and I will find a way to kind of connect these two pages, but I'm not worried about it. If the two pages are completely different, I also don't mind that. This journal has no rules. I'm not going to start making any now. So, if I want to do a 2-page spread of the exact same thing, great. If I want to break them up, that's fine too. And then I went into my antiquarian sticker book, and I grabbed a sticker of this little girl. I just really liked her. I thought the coloring was right. I thought the size was right. And now that I'm done with the Marguerite Miller Challenge, I still want to find a way to use these stickers. So I glued her down. And I really like her there. And now I do feel like these two pages are connected. I wasn't necessarily picking her for that reason. I just liked her. So I'm going to put these snowflakes up there, and she's kind of just being amazed by the little things in life. She's just kind of being amazed that there's snow in Arizona. Of course, there can be snow in northern Arizona. That's it, you guys. That's how this page came together. Let me flip through from the beginning. So you guys may remember seeing me make these little bitty journals last month on my channel. I made 4 of them. This was day 1, which was good vibes. I have 3 shorts on my channel, and that's where I showed how these were made. This one was a pop of color. This one was negative space. I really liked this page. It was so much fun to make. And let me tell you that I'm spending about 5 minutes to 10 minutes at the most on every page in this journal. So they come together so quickly. The scale of the journal really helps because it's tiny. Yeah, so I love the way it's coming together so far. It is totally random and playful and artful and a little junky, and it's just perfect. It's exactly what I want it to be. I do have some journaling spots definitely left. If I want to go back and add something, I can, especially at the top of that page with the pig and then above the pony. See, it's talking all about a pony, so I definitely had to add a pony. The kids were so excited about the pony. Here are these 2 little lovelies. Aren't they cute? I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will come back again and share another round of Junk Journal in July, and I'll leave all the information down below. Bye.